A man came up to me, he said, I'd like to open your mind. By hitting it with the rock, he said, though I am not unkind. I looked at him, he looked at me, and written across his scalp. And these are the words that it quietly said as I quietly called for help. There's only one thing that you know how to do well, and I've often been told that you only can do what you know how to do well, and that's be you. Be what you like. Be like yourself. And so I'm having a wonderful time, but I'd rather be whistling in the dark.
She sent us to the naughty corner. I just made a joke. She sent us to the naughty corner. Wasn't even woke.
Go to the naughty corner right. Where's my shoe? Go to the naughty corner right now.
Party in the naughty corner. It's the place to be. Party in the naughty corner. She threw away the key. Party in the naughty corner. We can never leave.
Laughing at me at the same time. What are you two laughing at? Because both of you can go to the naughty corner right now. There's room for both of you now.
Again to the naughty corner. I just called Will's name. Again to the naughty corner. I am not to blame.
Larry, go to the naughty.
Go to the naughty corner. I'ma Ross screamed at me. Go to the naughty corner. Carrie laughed at me. Party in the naughty corner. It's the place to be. Party in the naughty corner. She threw away the key. Party in the naughty corner.
Go to the naughty corner right now. Right now.
You could try it without being muted. I bet it'd work way better.
I'm going to the naughty corner.
I think we should meet each other over there. How you doing? How was your week?
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, mine sucked. I didn't like it. I'd like to return it for a refund.
I mean, you can try.
I could just find the manager of this joint, right? I could carry it my way right on into heaven.
Yeah.
What's up, free side?
Yes, I know I was muted. So sorry.
She did real good on doing real bad. Hey, now that's Scotty Waddles for you.
Alex Dunn.
Wait, where? What? U-Haul?
Oh, it was way down there. Quinn Kalen. Chilliwack. Chilling with Claiborne.
Chill with Claiborne. What's up, Claiborne? You want me to take over, bud? Free side. What up, bud? Mr. Alex Dunn. Alex Dunn to the parking lot. You have left your lights on your cord. Reckon he drives in a cord? Bet he does.
Maybe.
Oklahoma Outlaw. What's up, bud? Appreciate you being here. All right, so you see the title.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about all of this a little bit, and you've been doing your job by putting all the little stories over there in your little box, and I go check your box and find some stories and put them in for the day. And I don't really tell you which ones it's going to be. I just kind of look for a theme and an amount of time and something that makes some kind of sense.
Magic happens. The magic. Yeah.
What about your Waffle House? What did the Waffle House do? Hold on, I've got to defend them. What's
Welcome in, Todd.
Bushy. So,
flow state.
How many kids you got?
5.
5 midgets, right? You got the 5 little, the tiny children, right?
Yeah.
So, have you ever been sitting around with all your kids running around acting fool and thought parents should drink?
Oh, I thought of it. Sure. Like I could use a drink, right? Yeah, I mean.
So have you ever been in a situation where your substance abuse or drinking interfered with your ability to do your kids' stuffs?
I mean, I would say no, but I'm
I
sure,
have.
you know.
I have, but only because I had like critical life or death kid decisions pop up after I had already been drinking for like 8 hours. So I keep in mind, I wasn't just a little buzzed. It wasn't like I'd had a couple of shots. I had been drinking since 4 o'clock the previous afternoon. I was bombed, and folks showed up trying to ask me questions about my kid. And I'm like, look, I'm on planet 9 right now. I'll be back in 15 minutes. And I went out of the room around the corner and got me a cup of coffee and bumped a little bit of that Go Fast in the top of it. And I sat there and ate and drank me a cup of coffee. And as soon as that coffee was done, I had a splitting hangover and was no longer drunk. Should
What
I
kind
be
of
making
life
this? What kind of
threatening? I mean, like
Okay,
what happened? Give
so
me a story.
one of my children is not officially mine. I did
Right.
not legally adopt her. I just adopted her into the family.
Right.
If something happens and her mother's not available, at least up until she got married, like up
Mhm.
until, a couple of years ago, if something happened with this child and her mother was unavailable, they would call me and they would
Right.
find me. Usually I'm sober. Usually I'm sober, but I started drinking on like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday. And here it was Tuesday, and I was still drinking. And so when the call came in and I'm supposed to go up to the school to go do some like official shit because her mom can't be found, I was in absolutely no state to perform this type of activity. And it was not the type of activity that anybody less than a guardian could do. And they basically needed a next of kin. What ended up happening is there was some violent crap that happened at the school and she was being kept as a witness.
Mhm.
So basically they wanted me to go up there and sign some papers saying that she could testify
Speak
and
to
other
them.
stuff
You're
and
right,
went in
right, right.
court and all that stuff. But her mom was out in the middle of like the ass end of nowhere with no signal and had been there for like 10 hours cleaning some cabin or something.
Mhm.
They wanted me to like drop what I was doing and come running up to the school. And I was like, okay, but you're not going to like it. You're really, really not going to like it. And they're like, why? I said, well, I've been at the lake for 3 days. I've been drinking for 2 of those days and I am on my way.
Oh, Joe, welcome in. Queen Bird, hello. Friends in Code, welcome in.
Low State, what's up, bud?
So, okay, what do we got on the agenda? Is it time?
Okay, so my question is, do you want to start off straight into the absurd women and men that are doing things with their children while they're intoxicated, or do we want to go completely off base first? Something
No,
completely
let's
different.
go off base because
All right.
I have my hat ready.
All right. Okay. So, children, everyone put on your Sasquatch thinking hats.
Good enough for me.
This is going to be great. Let me push the button and get things started. All right. So, I'm not a huge fan of news organizations because they all have an agenda. They're all paid by someone. And if you're going to have to deal with an organization, I say deal with the funniest one you could find. And in my opinion, Tim Pool is probably one of the funniest opiniotainment channels in existence. And when he popped this up, I immediately thought of you. I was like, we're going to put on some tinfoil hats. We're going to do this thing. But this is what they're talking about over there on Timcast.
They're all yapping on about global warming, burning too many fossil fuels, yet they're bringing things at larger scale that require just absurd amounts of power.
Maybe they have to create the hurricanes to fuel.
To power the windmills.
Yeah.
One thing that we know that intelligence will do is fake conspiracies. That's the real conspiracy, right? But this is actually true.
Yep.
You see.
Now, that sounds like a fairly pointed statement, but in reality, there are 156 state-sponsored organizations around the globe that all have intelligence arms.
Mm-hmm.
To say that intelligence will do certain shit is not really going out on a freaking limb. They do a lot of stupid shit, but you don't usually find out about it because they just bury it under a black budget.
Right, right.
seed you poison the well of investigation to make it so that no one you let's say a politician committed some crime and you've got people all over the internet and they're digging into
What's
it.
up, young
Like,
God?
okay, what do we do to stop this? Because it's going to make us look bad.
Mirrors,
They
welcome in.
intentionally seed believable
Mirrors
but
full
misdirection.
20.
People start chasing after the misdirection, thinking they found something, and they end up in the middle of nowhere, never uncovering what really happened.
Oh, I think there's something probably worse than HARP, and HARP might have been something
Absolutely.
because I don't think the government even really operates it now. It's just the University of Fairbanks, right?
If I'm not
Okay, so
mistaken,
for those who don't know, because I didn't know until backstage, what is that? What does it stand
HARP
for?
is the high either altitude or amplitude. I can't remember which. It's a radio platform, right? Whole bunch of antennas out in the middle of nowhere. Basically fires something very close to like microwaves at the ionosphere. It's not microwave, so don't freaking drag that into the comments. I know it's not, but it's really hard to explain what it is. It's a radio wave. What it does is it heats the ionosphere, causing an artificial high pressure system for as long as you keep the power on. Problem is, it really only functions well within direct line of sight of the towers, right? And these towers are, you can go around on YouTube, you can find pictures of them. They're basically little radio antennas, but this how they're used that makes them interesting. High altitude radio research platform. Good enough?
Yep.
I think that's right. Altitude, Mandela effect, glows of fed shit. Yeah, well, I like Mandela effect because I experienced one that was fairly poignant. What do you know about the Mandela effect?
I think I have the gist of it, yes.
Okay, so my personal Mandela effect that I didn't even know what to call it until someone told me what a Mandela effect was. I once wrote a paper when I was in like 5th, 6th grade on a waterway that doesn't exist, and I got an A on it because I thought that Scotland was an island and England was a different island. And either the teacher was completely not paying attention to the work on that day, or she just felt real bad for a little autistic Sasquatch over here. I can't decide which. But in any event, I wrote a paper on the Straits of Scotland, which apparently is not a thing. There's a mountain there. There is no such thing. And so how do I have this perfectly formed? Miss Haywood gave me a fucking A. Probably one of the first A's I got that year, because that was right when the headache started, you know. So I didn't really get good grades again. Like
your paper is fake and gay, just like the rest of them. Oh yeah.
Mandela effects. The rest of me's. You sound like you called yourself fake and gay, bro. I want to read over those before you hit that old send button. Just check them out. All right, so they're fixing to hit a whole bunch of hot spots on conspiracy theories that probably were developed by either the CIA or some intel group. You know, we'll see. What's up, Raging Tomato? Welcome in, girl.
Try to tell people that when a lot of people bring up HARP, and I'm like, you know, HARP is like an idea. It's like it's a thought process of a very powerful.
HARP was utilized to modify weather scenarios by heating specific spots in the ionosphere. Beyond that, it really couldn't do anything else. You didn't have a whole lot of ability to, like, it wasn't world changing, which was kind of what they expected. This guy's fixing to say some of the most bizarre shit I've ever heard in my life. He's going to say that HARP is a thought process, and that makes no sense. Now, when it comes to weather modification, it is one aspect of that thought process. But there's a whole bunch of other little things that go into it.
Type of technology, but it's old, and I think it's possible that, yeah, the whole term is being used as a distraction now to discredit people who talk about it. I do think there is a technology that's bigger than HARP that can do exactly what HARP conspiracy theories are saying that it does, though.
There's also lots of HARPs.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's not just the last.
There's not just the one. They're all over the places. There are all kinds of research platforms out there that can operate as a single HARP unit. So hypothetically speaking, and I am like, I've already got my tinfoil hat on, folks, so don't come at me. hypothetically speaking, let's say that radio stations
Mhm.
can be temporarily utilized to be one of the heart broadcasters, right?
Mhm.
Let's say you took all the radio stations in America and you aimed them all at the same spot in the ionosphere. You could feasibly create quite a sizable hotspot because most of these radio antennas are placed in high locations that give them a farther line of sight to the ionosphere, right? Which is way
Right.
the fuck up there. I don't think it's the little facilities we have to worry about. 122 acres of some cell tower tops out sitting around out there in Alaska outback. That's not threatening to me. It's the
Mhm.
ones that are spread all over the East Coast that kind of get under my chafe against my scene. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Alaska.
Yeah,
Exactly. There's a lot of
many
them.
harps. And if you think, if
There's
you
a lot of
believe
CERNs.
that
Are they
I was
all
just going to say, if you
ground-based?
believe that they're
Amazing
smashing
space.
particles at the speed of light together beneath Geneva
Yeah.
that do create microscopic black holes that other people, like scientists, are worried
Yeah,
might
but don't
eat up
touch the
Earth.
weather.
This is also possible.
Don't touch the weather ever.
And aren't they building a larger hadron
Yes.
collider?
Yes.
I think they're doing black holes now beneath South Dakota at some point.
Yeah. So we have Fermilab, which is a super collider, and that's in Illinois, and it's massive. And then the Large Hadron Collider, which is Geneva, but it's actually bigger than that. It's this massive ring
Yep.
throughout Central Europe. And they want to build bigger ones so they can get to higher and higher speeds and smash particles into each other,
Stop.
simulating the conditions of the Big Bang, they say.
Yeah.
Please stop. Please.
Where's the
stop.
power generation come?
I kind of agree with this guy about please stop. Like, I'm not a fan. I don't think anybody should play with forces like this. I don't buy. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me. These fuckers aren't doing this because they have a
These
theory
fuckers.
about what will happen. These fuckers are doing it because they have no fucking clue what will happen.
Right.
And they want to know. And that's
Right.
it. There is very unlikely to be any useful science discovered on the other side of this, unless we discover some form of faster than light type of communication or travel.
Mhm.
If you're going to find that, it might actually be in this field of investigation, or at least the beginnings of the technology would probably be in the fields of this investigation. But smashing atoms on Earth, can we do this in space? I mean, can we put one on the moon or something? I don't like it.
Hi, bye, Rumsky. Welcome in, Mark. Mark says, "What does this affect, though?"
The use of conspiracy theory concepts by the intelligence services to muddy the waters in investigative journalism. Everything. Every story you read was researched by some random person who became a journalist when they published. Welcome to America. Only you can prevent echo chambers.
Coming from that, they're all yapping on about global warming, burning too many fossil fuels. Yet they're bringing things at larger scale that require just absurd amounts of power
Maybe they have to create the hurricanes to fuel
to power the
suns.
windmill.
Sakamoto.
Well, the crazy conspiracy theory, because this goes way back like 20 years, is that they can produce antimatter using these super colliders. But the amount that they produce is just minuscule. So there's a conspiracy theory that people, and I'm not saying it's true, that the main purpose of the colliders is to mass produce at the greatest scale we can antimatter, containing them in magnetic rings so they don't make contact with matter. Because when antimatter and matter collide, you get a 100% energy release from both particles,
which is absurd when it comes down to it. Other than electromagnetism, we have nothing that could, and that probably wouldn't actually contain it. Because you have to keep it away from its counter component.
Mm-hmm.
Any matter will destroy it, but if you were to take an anti-hydrogen and smash it with a hydrogen, you get instant complete confusion. Basically, both cease to exist and become energy, which would be twice as much as you would get from splitting your typical atom. Things are getting very technical. I do apologize. I read a book once. Sorry.
Raging Tomato. Sometimes I
Conspiracy theory's
just
long been.
smile and nod.
Yeah, just
Smile
not a
and
lot.
nod.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just get your tinfoil hat on, pop your freaking box of wine open, and just let it flow. Let it flow. Do you want to do some blow, man? Do you want to smoke some yay? We could do a line or two, just me or you. Enough to last the day.
Oh my lord.
Antimatter weapons would be the most devastating explosive weapon man has yet created. Imagine a nuclear warhead that's the size of a hand grenade.
Right.
Yeah. Or
Welcome
small.
in, writes Crispy.
I think any of this
Polo
stuff is
San
possible,
Antonio,
and I
welcome
can't
in.
say-
What's up, brother? Polo San Antonio 210. La Rata.
La Rata.
La Rata. Right.
Yep.
That's right. Why you give me skull and crossbones? We're not being toxic. That's her job. I mean, really.
Ice is on the way.
And then they'll steal your converters. And
That
take
was
your
so good.
propane.
That was so good.
about these hurricanes exactly.
Oh.
I do think that there's people hiding in power who can manipulate stuff, but I also know typhoons attack. Kublai Khan had to fight against typhoons. I don't think there were people back then. Maybe there were old governments.
What's up,
with power
Snarky?
hiding underneath the
Welcome in,
ground,
girl.
controlling them. But
Leafy, good to see you.
we
bud.
have Russia building tsunami bombs. I mean, these things
And,
are
and
Yeah.
well, here's the funny
crazy.
thing about that.
Earthquake bombs.
Wow, the tsunami bombs. Have you heard anything about those?
No.
All right, so the premise here is they launch multiple torpedo warheads simultaneously that
Welcome
either
in, Joko.
travel at different speeds or are launched at different times so as to create a blast wave that moves forward and propagates forward through the water so that bam, 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 and it just builds on the tsunami, the artificial tsunami.
Okay.
The math involved in it isn't that horribly difficult to do. The technical capacity actually exists, and I see no reason to doubt it. I mean, I'm sure we have something like that, and if we don't, chop chop, what are we paying you for? Like, fuck, we want two for twice the price. Like, we're America. Fuck yeah. Like, what are we talking about here? We got the oil money, yo. Like, let's do it. Just print that shit. What are we talking about?
Oh,
Jordan.
man.
Tsunami bomb is we get it, and it's not a conspiracy theory because the mechanism of it is so basic.
Yeah.
We detonate a nuke underwater and it sends a bunch of water.
Yeah.
So the thing is, if someone were to say we detonate a bomb, superheating an area, creating a depression or something like this, which could, has a 3% chance of creating a large tropical depression, and then maybe a 3% chance of becoming a hurricane, is that so far-fetched?
Chemical nucleation. Nobody's talking about carbon black. That's one of the new chemical seeding projects that they're using.
Okay, so carbon black. This goes back to
Is
your
that the thing that
chemtrail-
the airplanes put out?
I was just getting to that. This comes back to your chemtrails and your atmosphere additives. A lot of people believe that the NOAA planes that fly through the hurricanes to go get that stunning eye wall photographs and all of the amazing measurements they get are also cloud seeding while they're in there, because that's why they're actually there. That's the tinfoil hat thing. So CIA is nothing but misinformation, bro. That's its like primary function. See, crack in the 80s, totally CIA. The whole thing. Current rap is probably a CIA front, if I had to guess. I mean, looking at this whole Puffy thing, it does resemble that type of activity. Okay, carbon black. Carbon black is essentially buckyballs, right? So when you're doing cloud seeding, you utilize different chemical compounds specifically for the effect they have on air molecules and moisture and other stuff like that. You can just as easily take a bunch of chalk dust up there and throw it out, and it will have a freaking effect. But the more atomized you get it when you're dispersing it through the cloud layers, the more and better of an effect you have with less product, right? And the less you have to carry in, the easier it is to really set this stuff off. Carbon black is essentially buckyballs. This is This is basically solid state carbon.
Uh-huh.
These are things that can't really bind with anything else, but they are phenomenal for being a nucleator, which is like what a raindrop forms around in its earliest stages. And so they're also all negatively charged, if I remember right, and they push themselves away from each other. So if you're looking for a dispersal method of a nucleator, carbon black is your go-to thing if you can make enough of it.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is this is one of those forever substances that you hear about. And they haven't been around long enough to know what long-term exposure would do to people.
Mm-hmm.
And there's not enough of it in existence largely to really be concerned with it, except there are a couple of places where this stuff does exist in mass, and the US government operates both of them.
Crazy.
So if someone
Universal asbesto.
That's not bad. That's fairly accurate. Universal asbestos. Yeah. It's yeah, that works. Anyway, this stuff, you can't destroy it. It like billions of years during the heat death of the universe, the buckyballs we create on Earth today will have been burped out of some dead star a dozen times.
Okay, it's carbon black, because you get that heating element in there, and then that heating creates upwelling and higher pressure in itself that changes storm patterns. Everybody's focused on silver iodide or, nanometals, the barium, the strontium.
Okay, so silver iodide is one of those things that has weird effects when it's put in air molecules, right?
Mm-hmm.
And since air is not all oxygen, it's not all anything in particular, it's mostly nitrogen with a little bit of water vapor and some other trace gases in, one of which is nitrogen, like 13%, something like that. The issue here with like silver dioxide or whatever it is, the silver sulfate shit, that stuff, it does like a catalytic effect. So I'm wondering if you were to combine the silver with the carbon black, would it have duplicate effects, or would they sort of synergize in the same area? What's up, Culture Club? Welcome in.
Culture Club, welcome in.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Y'all got to go to the library to find it. I doubt it's on Google.
Sort of thing in the atmosphere. But very, very few people are talking about carbon black seeding.
What is that?
Carbon black as just a graphene particles.
How do they do it? The same? Are they delivering it the same way?
Yeah, same exact way, same delivery system
and stuff or whatever. Through planes. Interesting. And
what think about the heat absorption on carbon versus a reflective part of like a nanoparticulate of metal that would be reflective, which they use for supposed geoengineering to bounce and block sunlight, but now absorb the heat. And what could you do with that massive amount of heat absorption on a certain area of the storm? Because that's where, it's going to require heat. Because going back to that high pressure blocking system, if you're going to keep a high pressure block there so that hurricane will stay south of it or west of it or wherever, you're going to have to create a high pressure dome that stays there for days and days and days. And how are you going to get that much heat to stay in the same exact area? And the skies would almost turn black from all the dust coming out if they were going to use something at that level to be able to continue to create the high blocking system with the heat like that to create the dome.
What if they had an AI?
But HARP was specifically designed to do exactly what he just said with a static heat dome. As that was the theory when they built the first setup, and now they're all over the world, and we don't really know what anyone does with them. Or, who knows?
That could calculate areas of the ocean that are ripe for tropical depressions, hurricanes, if they but nudge something. Is that
bingo?
Yeah.
Bingo.
100%.
That's kind of where I'm at with that.
Possible. You could form something again, if you're going to nucleate that to get that formation to start and then upwell and grow from there. But once you get it, then you're talking about chaos. Once it grows into
where it goes, it goes.
Where it goes. Unless you really, the tech is something so far advanced that we don't understand at this point, then how do you put a blocking high pressure that's so vast for weeks to keep a storm that south?
I wonder if the people creating it care about the chaos yet. They're just like, we'll create, see what happens. We'll study it.
It's like playing a big game of Risk, and that's kind of what they're doing. It's like billionaires playing a game of Risk.
I like that. It's billionaires playing a game of Risk. So,
are we talking about Diddy?
With all of that in mind, we're going to take a look at exactly what happened down here in the Gulf and see if we notice anything strange. Keep your hats on, folks. Now's not the time to remove them. If you go to that video and you go watch the whole thing, and you can find it on, I think it's on Timcast. The links are all in the description.
Mm-hmm.
They'll talk about all kinds of different things. One thing they don't directly try to address in any way is directed energy weapons. This hurricane does something really, really strange, or rather something strange happens out in front of it all the way across the Gulf. And it's really weird. Now we're going to start right here. This is the day that it became a Category 1 hurricane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have any quote unquote hurricane data from before this point. At this point, it becomes organized enough to be a Category 1. Data tracking begins. We have our Doppler and high contrast, low resolution. So really all this can show us is wind directions and particulate matter in that air mass. So that particulate matter it's usually water droplets, but it could be any number of things, really. It could be fish for all we know. It depends on how many water spouts are going off. But the source of the water is less important than what's causing the water to evaporate. And typically that's heat. If you wanted to drive a hurricane, you would want to create a hot spot somewhere ahead of the hurricane. And this is difficult because it takes bajillions of joules of energy to pull it off. And I don't mean a harp shot. Heating the ionosphere here is not going to help this out. In fact, it would actually push the hurricane away from the high pressure, like the guy said on the video, right?
Mm-hmm.
If hypothetically in Minecraft, allegedly, you were to take a double handful of, say, I don't know, GPS satellites, and you were to put a medium yield laser on each one, and you were to combine the various medium yield lasers onto the same spot, you could feasibly generate a high enough concentration on the surface without registering anything terribly unusual in the atmosphere between any particular satellite and the target. The target would get hot due to the nature of coherent light. It wouldn't necessarily appear to have been a directed energy weapon because the various sources are so spread out. They're just all targeting the same location. And if you could theoretically pull that off, then you could theoretically pull off this little hot spot right out here in front of the storm. Every evening it goes away, and every morning it pops back up like freaking clockwork, man. It's like, boop. Oh, let's go traveling. We're going to go over here right towards this little storm that shouldn't exist. Because here's the thing. When you have a powerful hurricane in the Gulf, it creates unfavorable conditions for other storms in the Gulf. All of the energy in that area is being sucked up by a single weather system, which is your classic hurricane. What a classic hurricane typically does not have is a leading storm band that does not necessarily shift or move in relation to the eye of the storm. Typically, this band would be sucked in, become part of this, and others would form out around the edge and slowly come in and join. Instead, we have this one amazingly dense cloud of energy right in front of the path of the storm, the whole way across the Gulf. Oof, there it is again the next morning. And as soon as it touches landfall in Florida, which is right here, this right here, poof, it runs north and then basically mostly vanishes. And then poof, it's gone. Right? The hurricane's over here. All of this just turns to nothing. And I don't know what to make of it. It's very confusing to me.
I think the government was trying to wipe out the people they missed. I don't know. Maybe.
So are we supposed to be saying you missed, bitch? Because they hit me. They hit me right in the fucking nads, dude. Like this place is wrecked. We are
Right.
still dragging trees out of the road. There, both sides of my main street road through the middle of town have stacks of wood that look like Christmas givings.
Right. But I mean, they can create it, but what happens afterwards? You know what I mean? Like,
well, I think it got driven by a hot spot right across the freaking Gulf.
I'm not necessarily
there it
talking
is.
about like that one, but
I'm
like,
saying it
Helene.
looks like somebody hopped in, crunked this fucker up, and said, "Let's go for a ride." And we're going to go this way, and then this way, and then a little bit this way, and then up, a little bit further north. Oh, let's pull it a little bit south. All right, I think we got a grip on it. Now, where are we going? Let's go over there. Poof. Huge.
There you go.
serious
Highlight what Truth said.
fucking
Truth
again.
be told said.
Yeah, old Joe, it does get better numbers. The government is trying to wipe out as many people as they can before the big war on election day, when the people that come across the border is going to open fire on us. Well, that's an interesting approach. But you know what the Japanese said about invading America? There would be a rifle behind every blade of grass. And it's accurate. It's accurate. What's up, truth be told? Anyway, I'll stop cooking your brain with that. It's not necessary. But if you wish, you may now take off your conspiracy theory hat. Because I don't know about yours. Mine's getting kind of hot. Shut up, woman. We're not to you yet.
It was a little
God,
warm under there. My brain was cooking.
Right?
You were filling it up with so much stuff. Like, look, man, I don't know if I was just sheltered or naive or what, but like all this conspiracy stuff is like just new to me. So I'm like,
all right. So something to keep in mind: if a proposed conspiracy guy is also a sovereign citizen, that is what we call a red flag.
Okay.
Grain of salt with that one. Most everyone has a few conspiracy theories they believe, and everybody can't be wrong, right?
I mean,
so
I guess.
We're gonna talk about bad parents while we're doing this one. This is gonna be fun. So I've never had to actually perform actual carrying things while inebriated. I always arranged for people to do that for me if I had if I had kids and stuff. And I feel like planning is a very easy way to prevent this type thing from happening. I feel like these people did not plan well.
Right. Welcome in, JC News. Toe for life.
Toe for life. Toe daddy.
Okay. You have a son named Jason or Colton? Yeah. Is someone supposed to pick him up from school today? How much have you had to drink today? Stop. You're intoxicated. You're in control of a child. There's nobody else here.
On March 21st, 2024, an officer received an alarming call from a local elementary school, reporting that a mother had forgotten to pick up her son. When the school principal called the mother in question, they heard loud music in the background, and it appeared the mother was intoxicated as she was slurring many of her words while on the phone with the...
So here's the question. Do you think this particular incident is alcohol related or benzo related? Because it's certainly not meth if they showed up and she was asleep.
I mean, it could be both, and those two are dangerously.
They're rough. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Could be opiates too. Hadn't thought of that. Just intoxicated. Slurring, that sounds like either alcohol or benzo.
I mean, I don't understand. I've seen this video. I don't understand why the cops went to her home. Why not just get the CPS or DHS or
the children?
No, I know that. But it said right there
the children, Ajot. How dare you, young lady? I'm sorry. It's actually her show, y'all.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. No, I get it.
I mean, there was obviously nobody else to pick up the kid. If she's the sole provider of the child and cannot take care of the child, like, What's the point on
Great.
going and arresting the mother?
Well, first of all, we have to do a wellness check on the mother because that's what happens when you leave your children in the world unobserved,
I
right?
mean,
If you
yeah,
don't
I
pick them up
suppose.
from a place like school, we're not talking about a church camp here. We're talking school is
Mhm.
sitting there wondering why she hasn't picked up the kids.
Mhm.
So she's already overslept by a long shot.
Principal.
Oh, Mr.
Right here in the front office.
When
Hey,
the
LA
officer
Spike.
arrived, the school staff stated that they had been trying to get the mother to pick up her child for 4 hours. They had attempted to call the mother over 20 times before finally contacting the local police.
I'll just get your information real quick. And then we've already contacted DHS. So they're going to be. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
There she is. Find us calendar.
Hey. It's just kind of
Not anybody that we love. There's not anybody else in the system.
okay.
Like I said, the neighbor assisted in there. When I spoke to dispatch,
There are, okay, in the past,
Mhm.
like as in like just a couple months ago, there were nannies, like teenagers, like
Mhm.
17, 18-year-olds who were very consistent.
So this is a regular sort of thing. This
Right,
is not
there's a pass. Right.
right. Well, that's even further for why police would be involved.
4
Really.
hours. That's crazy.
What? 4 hours of who?
They tried to contact the mom for 4 hours before they call law enforcement. That's just
Oh wow,
nuts.
that is nuts. Welcome in, lawyer chick. Good to see us, lawyer chick. For y'all that don't know.
Babysitting them.
Mhm.
Obviously, I don't know that it was overnight or any of those kinds
Yeah.
of things, but I do know that there's that relationship.
The office.
All right. So who here in chat thinks that this was overreach by the school or the police?
Say it again.
Do you think this was overreach by either the school or the police? You were saying you think CPS should have been involved. Wouldn't CPS have immediately involved the cops either way?
No, not necessarily because the child is at school. So I mean, technically no.
The child is at school at 9:30.
No,
It
I
was
get that,
supposed to
but
be
I'm
a
saying
whole
they would
week.
take the child from the school. They wouldn't even have to deal with the parent. I mean, they could
They
simply
would have to eventually. What would they do? Wait till the next morning, or do you send someone to
I
go?
mean,
Well,
I would if
mother.
knowing or hearing the circumstances, yes, because sending somebody over there that night or whatever, she might not remember anything in the morning that you
SWAT
state to her.
691. I'm gonna do this just for you, bud. Just for you. Bless you, my child. You know, because I'm that type of asshole.
Hello, slow burner.
Slow burner. What's up, bud? Johnny Bravo is in the house. I'm so pretty. You don't get it?
No,
You're a terrible person.
I am.
Officer was attempting to see if the child had any relatives on record who could take care of him. When the school staff stated there were no relatives on record, the officer decided to visit the mother's home to get to the bottom of the situation.
Yes, ma'am. Hey, I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Officer. Oh, hang on right here.
Hey, buddy.
This is Officer.
Hi.
He's
How are you
gonna
doing?
take you to be with Sawyer. Mama's not feeling very good, so he's getting Mama checked out. Okay. But
Okay.
he's gonna take you to hang out with Sawyer for a little while. Okay.
You want to ride in my car?
Oh, that's fancy.
No.
You get to ride
You don't
in
want
it.
to
That's fancy.
What do you mean? I like.
Who's Sawyer?
Wait, we did what?
Because she said he's going to take you to go hang out with Sawyer.
Maybe so. Neighbor, maybe?
I don't know.
We need to back that up of her.
My car?
Oh, Oh, that's fancy. No. You get to ride
You don't want to ride in
it?
it?
No.
What do you mean? I like that
Maybe
shirt.
that's the officer's name.
Why do you what?
Take you to
Why
Sawyer.
No,
Yeah, I'm
because
gonna
it said
go for
he's going to
Sawyer.
take you to Sawyer.
I'm not feeling too good, so we have
Right
to get her
there.
checked out, okay?
So I
Says
wonder.
he's taking over to see Sawyer, whoever that is.
Right. I'm just saying, I wonder who that is.
And you're right, Oklahoma. There's no good answer because I don't know who Sawyer is. See, that's the real trick to managing chat is you just interpret it however you want. 'Cause that's fancy.
Johnny Bravo, welcome in. I don't want to ride with cops, right, Joe Cool?
Accurate.
I don't know.
How big? What kind of dog you got? Oh, the big bar. Where's your dog at? Hey, Joy. Hi there. Hey, okay? Everything's okay.
No, it's not.
You have a son named?
No, it's not. No, you're not. And she knows it. She knows for a fact shit has gone horribly off the rails. Look at this.
Right.
Yeah, right there. That is the abject fear that is caused by discovering cops at your door.
It could be LA Spike. It could be a canine, maybe.
There is a dog in there. Oh, yeah, maybe it is the dog. That makes sense.
Hey, Joy. Hi there.
So they
There.
opened her door.
Yeah, the door wasn't closed. They walked up and the kid probably did it. I suspect they were checking on her thinking she may have OD'd and didn't show up to pick her kids up.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
You don't think that face is the face of a person who might OD?
No.
Okay.
I mean, no.
Entire bottle of vodka.
I mean, definitely an alcoholic and needs some
She's
help.
wet now.
I mean,
she's got shot splash on her shirt.
Right.
Look at them rosy red cheeks. She's like, I'm white, don't shoot me. Look at her. She's got the rainbow shirt, purple hair.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? I mean, she's intoxicated. She's in another room. She hears her door open. Of course, she's gonna. I mean, come up to the door looking like, you know what I mean?
I feel like she could see the future. She should have seen this coming. With a set of freaking opticals on her like that.
I didn't do it.
Definitely. It wasn't me. Not me, bitches. You got the wrong house. I promise. I have no idea what you're looking for. It's the wrong house.
Mm-hmm.
You're okay. Do you have a son named Jackson or Colton? Yeah. Do you have a son named?
See, like her mannerisms and everything, like
To pick him up from school today?
She isn't comprehending the situation, even right now.
Have you how much do you drink when you drink? Do you ever
I'm not a drinker.
I'm a blackout drinker. Like I will drink the cooking sherry under your fucking sink. If I get like off on a bender, I'll drink everything in the house.
Well, I mean, she has leftover throw up on her shirt, so I'm sure she's one of them too.
Well, see, that is one thing that I got going for me. I draw the line at barfing. As soon as I barf, I'm done. That's the end of it.
I mean,
off-brand incredible suit. She looks like
I wear PJs all the time. Let me tell you.
She looks like a Care Bear named Drunk Bear.
That
Care Bear stare.
Oklahoma, it's just one child. I don't know. He appears to be 11-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know what they said.
Grade. I mean, it's immaterial. It's underage is all that really matters.
Okay, who's supposed to pick him up?
She doesn't know time right now.
Okay.
She doesn't know time.
What? What did he say?
The kid said she doesn't know time right now. He took one look at her and knew she was fucked up.
And knew.
Wasn't even a question.
He knows that she's incapacitated.
Incapacitated?
And sure.
Incapacitated.
Incapacitated, right? That's the word.
News Bear. Queen Bird comes in with the participation trophy.
News Bear, yeah. There you go.
But what they said was they spent 4 hours calling her and then called the cops. And since they take 30 minutes to show up, you can expect this to be between like 8 and 9, somewhere in that ballpark. So between 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then another 45
yeah, I mean, it's
minutes
still
for the cops
daylight
to
a little
respond.
bit, yeah. But yes, poor kid. Like,
poor kid.
Okay. Do you know what time it is?
In this woman's defense, which I'm not defending her, up until 2 weeks ago, there were nannies that did all of this stuff because somebody was trying to take care of children that's not present, right? She's obviously not capable. And so someone was putting forth the effort to pay for nannies to come and do the necessaries.
Or maybe it was her. But yeah, right. There was a system of some sort prior to
it
this.
has recently broken down, and now she can't even vocalize, and I don't know what's up with that.
So who's supposed to pick your kid up? They're serious. They're calling us.
Okay. Okay. How much have you had to drink today?
No.
Nothing.
Like, did she really think she was gonna pull that off? Like, she even had to walk away and like, what am I gonna say? Let me just say nothing.
No.
Nothing.
Oh my Lord.
She had to go wind up for that lie.
I think her voice is gone from all the, because they said they were blaring music. You know, she's probably one of those.
I imagine she was asleep. She was passed out in there on the couch with that cop banged on the door like the damn police, and it swung open.
I mean, yeah.
And so she's been in there. She passed 3 hours.
I wonder if she answered the phone any of those.
That is a good question. Because if she did answer the phone, it was obviously fucked up. That would
she had to have, because they said in the beginning she sounded intoxicated and slurring her words. So at some point, they did get in touch with her. You know what I mean? On the phone, and she's still not.
Right. So she walks out of the room, coughs up a good old fashioned hawk to it unless she can talk. Okay.
Nothing at all. Okay, even though I can smell it on you. Is there another adult here in this house?
I'm telling you, look at her shirt. That looks like, you know, more than just shot splashes.
Well, I mean, if she drank an entire bottle of vodka, it wasn't in a shot glass. I mean, you've seen how I go at a pint of rum, man. I drink that shit like it's iced tea.
Yeah, no.
So it's not even safe for me to be.
I could do that when I was like, 16, 17, 18, 21. I can't do that no more. Like, I'm such a lightweight.
You need the proper drinking game. That'll do it.
No, I don't. It's just not my thing.
You ever had an Alabama pot pocket?
No.
Ma'am, I wouldn't be asking these questions if I was
I like
cheating.
buttery nipples, though.
I've been here before for this exact same issue.
See? Did you hear what he just said? I've been here before for the exact same thing.
I've been here before for this exact same issue.
No.
Yes, I have.
And no.
Okay.
I feel like she's going to try to stand on rights.
Really? On what right?
Of being inside her house and leave me the fuck alone.
Oh, no, I don't
I
think so.
once told a cop that I was too drunk for this shit to either lock me up or let me go to sleep. We were actually, he could have been a security guard. He was just some dude in a uniform, and I was smashed, bro. I'd been shooting shots with the owner of the joint all night, and I went and
Right.
climbed in my car to go to sleep, and the security guard come. I was like, "The fuck you doing in here?" And I was like, "Bitch, either arrest me or go away." Barfed out the damn window in his shoes, laid back down. He let me the fuck
Shameless,
alone.
that could be like she's kind of like whispering. Maybe she's not trying not to breathe. Kamikaze shots for the
Only
win.
talking while inhaling. I don't know what you're talking about, Oscar.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to hear this excellent legal advice.
See, and Leafy, I agree. The child should not have even been there, especially knowing what kind of condition she was apparently in, and there's been prior history. Why would you do that? Why would you do that to that child? Not only does he get to see his mother, hey, drunk again. I mean, he told them,
Yeah,
you
no.
know,
That's the part that I actually have an issue with in all of this, was the fact that that child was able to take one look, a glance,
identify,
a
yeah.
mere second, to tell the officer she has no idea about time right now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's a problem. I mean, that's an
Mhm.
issue.
For sure.
She farted in his general direction and he still smelled it. But if he smelled it, didn't he dealt it? I don't know. Can't remember my
And now
schoolyard.
we know, you know, his mother gets arrested, and he probably is seeing all that shit. That
Oh,
traumatizes
no, dude.
kids.
They didn't arrest me. Like I said, I don't know if it was actually a cop or a security guard, but he was very dressed up, very cop-like. And I thought it was a cop at the time. And I didn't care because I was too busy barfing up cigarette butts that I ate under the porch when I was a kid.
Ew.
So like, yeah, he just left me alone. I never saw him again.
Yeah. Is she trying to evade at
That's what it looks like. He hasn't said arrest yet, so no, she's not technically evading, but she is walking away from him at a fairly good clip for a drunk bitch.
What's up,
I'm
Army Vet?
impressed.
Much love.
Army Vet, what's up, bud? Culture Club, good to see you. Leafy.
Okay. Hey. Stop walking around.
She's gonna try to fool him like she would the dog. She like went out the garage door, went back in the front door.
I mean, maybe she thinks she can burn it off. I don't know.
She's calling an Uber.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow.
No. Stop. You're intoxicated. You're in control.
That is not a good sign. Did anybody else notice that?
She had markings on her. Or
Yeah,
something?
the mark on the wrist.
Or blood or something.
Yeah. She's been flailing around with somebody somewhere at some point.
Stop.
Well,
Stop.
I mean, no, not necessarily.
There's nobody else here. Okay, stop. Stop. Sit down. Just sit down in the chair. Sit down in the chair.
Yeah, that's definitely puke on the shirt.
Give me your hand. Give me your other hand now.
See, and
those
that
are
kid was right there. That is
right there, and they're fixing to beat up his mom because she's technically being a little. They can't leave the kid there with her. She's not fit to keep the kid right now.
But he could have stayed in the car. At least.
Well, no, he couldn't, because I'm almost positive he got the kid to open the door. So legally speaking, he could not.
Well, unless you rewind and we confirm or not confirm that.
It opens. It goes.
They have it blurred out, so I'm assuming
Yeah.
the kid was in front of the door, and that's why they had it blurred.
Right. Yeah, I'm almost certain the kid opened the door.
Yeah, it's very possible. See, is that the child crying in the background?
Yes.
Don't pull away from me. You'll be in a lot of trouble.
Oh my God.
Back right now. Get your other hand behind your back right now. Put your hand behind your back right now. Put your hand behind your back right now. Put your hand behind your back right now. Do it now.
Accurate.
There's nobody like on the school list.
Ladies
There
and
was
gentlemen,
no
this is how you
relatives.
confess some shit right here. Yeah, not necessarily. I drank really heavily until I was 22, and I used to fall a lot, and I used to cut myself when I was doing dishes drunk. And that's why I don't drink, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you deliver that type of news. That's good stuff.
Do. Or you had to go look at the clock to tell me the time, man. There. And this is the second time I dealt with you.
And this is the second time.
You got a 5-year-old kid crying.
5 years old. 5 years old.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's terrible. I don't appreciate it. I don't approve. Sasquatch does not approve, ladies and gentlemen.
You don't know how to take care of yourself. That's embarrassing. Yes. Are you serious? That's the question. Are you serious? Have a seat. Yes, you're gonna have a seat. We're not gonna play these games. Yeah. Come back. Last time what happened, we were able to get hold of Dad. Yeah, there's a PO in place. So I know. We might have to have DHS involved on this. That's what I'm thinking. Ask for a rapid response would be my guess. Let me do some investigating on that PO. Okay. Kids, no. Can smell it.
Right?
Hey,
investigate.
So here's the deal. Okay.
Dear God. Oh my God. I hate it when cops say, here's the deal. Or if they say anything about a fucking rodeo. I'm not riding bulls here, bitch. And we're not buying a car. So we can stop dealing and playing fucking games. Okay. Just no, damn it. Ugh. Pushed into the car. Yeah. I mean, he's unhappy. He's pretty unhappy with her. You got anything to add?
No, not yet. Let's go.
Do you have family members nearby? Okay. No family at all. Okay. 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 Well, DHS is on the way out here. Okay. They're gonna talk to you briefly. Okay. And then likely you're probably gonna go to jail for child neglect with me today. Okay. Because your current condition, you're intoxicated.
Not.
Yeah, you stick to your guns, girl.
Not.
Right.
No, my car reeks of alcohol and you're inside my car.
Absolutely not. Not your blow.
Okay.
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 I'll blow.
You want to blow? Okay.
No.
Yeah, let's make some evidence right quick. Come on, let's do this.
Don't.
I think you're currently 20% alcohol.
No, you tried to get in your car earlier and drive off, and that's not no. We can't do that. And then instead of listening to me,
She didn't try to get in the car. Come on.
No. Very offensive.
Okay.
Yeah, you're offensive.
Okay.
Don't.
I'm not trying to be offensive, and I'm not trying to be a jerk. I'm just giving you the facts, ma'am. Everything.
No,
okay.
Child was at school 11 minutes later. No, no.
I'm not gonna blow now. Imagine.
No.
You don't want to see? I thought you were intoxicated. This will show if you're intoxicated.
So, what you guys doing?
Taking you to jail.
What in the world has happened to this woman's vocal cords?
I don't know. I don't know.
Theory. Here's my theory. When she gets a little tipsy, she gets angry and she screams. And when she screams, she strains her voice and she ends up like this after she passes out and wakes up later.
Mm-hmm.
Like a cracked out Teletubby. We have a new possessor of the participation trophy. Welcome in, Johnny Bravo. Appreciate your participation. Thank you, sir. I am laughing. It's hilarious. Yeet. What you reckon? Screaming? She's
a screamer.
She's still trying to scream.
Right.
Yeah.
Child neglect. That's what we're doing.
Kitty.
I'm dead serious.
Or
I was at school 11 minutes later.
No, 4 hours.
Minutes. What's wrong with you, baby?
you didn't even know what time it was.
I didn't know what time it was. 11 minutes.
You had to go look at the clock to tell me what time it was. Okay, so chill in there for a little bit.
Another thing that tells me that that's her screaming is that the only time she doesn't have a voice is when she tries to scream.
Right.
So like you noticed earlier when she just answered in a normal conversational tone, it sounded strained, but it did work. It was when he was like, no, you're coming with us or whatever. And she started trying to scream that her voice went completely like non.
Right.
What's up, Izzy Sky? Welcome in, girl. This is what you're here for. I'll show you.
Izzy Sky.
Yeet.
A children's caseworker arrived to get to the bottom of the situation and hear the mother's side of the story. The mother would admit to drinking an entire bottle of vodka just after dropping her kid.
All right, now this is my question. Are we talking a handle? Did the woman snorkel a lid? I mean, like, did she pull down a half gallon, a gallon? Are we talking a pint? Because I mean, I don't think I would be that unreasonable after a pint.
Well, I mean, everybody's different. In my opinion, it doesn't matter how much alcohol she had. The fact that she got intoxicated and then forgot to pick up her son is neglect.
That is the active point of the conversation. That is true.
And the fact that the cop said this is the second time. So what did they do the first time? You know what I mean?
That's good point. He said last time they were able to get in touch with the father, but apparently it's something about a PO, which is a protective order. So I'm not sure. Yeah, she really didn't snap hard until he mentioned getting in touch with the father, and that's when she started trying to like really scream.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what I was thinking was a leader. A leader will toast off pretty much anybody unless you spread that shit out over a full day. But if you're talking about somebody who wakes up to a tea glass of vodka, that is a layer of quote unquote functional alcoholism that goes beyond functionality.
Mm-hmm.
93 pounds. Yeah, I never could do that. I was more of a binge drinker. That looks like a 750 milliliter drug. I feel like you're speaking from personal experience. Yeah, she's a single mother. They let it slide like everybody wants. She's a single mother, so she's got all the leeway in the world for being irresponsible. I mean, you're not wrong. I won't disagree with you on that. I just can't say it out loud.
In the morning.
I don't know how to describe it. Wired up. I don't know.
I'm wired. I'm mad.
Yeah. What are you mad at?
I'm mad at this whole situation. I can't.
That cop was fishing for another charge. What are you mad at? I'm mad at you. What do you want to do? I want to whatever. And then they say she's threatening an officer.
Which kid did you not pick up?
The only way I'd associate with this girl is if I had her on a leash.
You said it was 411?
Bitch say she play a fifth. Not the fifth, but a fifth. Right. What up, Izzy, baby? Welcome to the show, girl. Appreciate you coming through. Hey, if you happen to be a member of any group chats that you don't like, you should share this this stream directly to that group chat, the one that you hate that you're a part of, right? Or Mormon prayer group.
Your neighbor, Miss Margaret here, where your kids are frequently? Is that okay? Or
I'm gonna find me a Mormon ex-wife.
It's not okay. She's the one that did this.
No, she didn't.
Yes.
You did this. The school called us. She did not call us. I had to go over there and ask her for help. She did not call.
411.
Almost certainly. Well, I mean, look at this. She has all of the ingredients for a system abusing individual. We have the purple hair, the bright, artificially colored Kool-Aid hair, the big, huge librarian glasses, and the rainbow t-shirt. Do you need any more evidence that she's just a tick on the system?
I don't know where. Not correct at all. Not correct.
That should have been my thumbnail right there.
Not correct at all.
That should have been a thumbnail. Like, focused in on that. It's hilarious. I'm not sure you'd call that red. I mean, parts of it are red, parts of it are purple. The very back of it's blue.
Not correct. It was. Well, they didn't let him walk because he doesn't usually walk. Otherwise, they would have let him walk.
Do you think you think your kids want to live without you? That's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you help and get them in a safe place for the time being. Okay, we don't want to take your kids. All right, that's the last thing we want to do. You're their mother. They know you. They love you. You love them, right?
So the school called.
Yes.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
This is what's happening.
Yes.
All right, that's about all of that I'm going to be able to tolerate. That woman's driving me nuts. Instead, we are going to go to a totally different, very annoying woman. This is the plan, right? So the way this works is if you try to, okay, so you have the choice. If you're all messed up and you've got kids to pick up, my advice is to get someone else to do it. Do not go yourself. However, if you do, you're going to jail. If you don't, you're going to jail. So you might as well just do the things you're supposed to do in the first place. It's much easier that way.
Acting up. Stop. Stop acting up. Stop. Stop. Stop.
On April 7th, 2023, officers received multiple 911 calls in regards to a highly intoxicated woman who was causing a major disturbance on a bridge.
I'm Officer Kenny.
All right, so let's look for our red flags over here. First of all, what is this, a fanny pack? Oh, that's not good. She's wearing a backwards hat, right? We don't see any hair dye. She has some earrings. There's no makeup to speak of, and her shirt's unbuttoned all the way down to the middle of her blouse.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's got granny panties on. So this looks like she has one of those candy bracelets on.
I love those things.
With me. Tell your secrets.
I'm with the St. Augustine. Okay, I'm with the St. Augustine Police Department. I don't have a problem with you. I don't know you. I don't know your little boy here. Yes. Okay, but I'm being confronted.
Hold up. Wait a second. Did I just see what I thought I saw?
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know.
All right. So we start here, and there she is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's mute this. Okay. So they're just standing there. Who's this guy? What is up with this dude here? Check this dude out right here. Watch what he does. He's like standing there talking to homie. He opens the door, gets in, and is like, fuck this bitch. I'm out.
Was that the boyfriend or baby daddy?
I have no idea. I just find it strange.
What's that?
Ex-bootlicker, LA Spike. Welcome to the show. I appreciate your participation. Now say something funny. Entertain me.
Okay, but I'm being confronted, undocumented, for no reason.
What was that?
Mm-hmm.
Undocumented, for no reason.
undocumented or I'm documented?
I think she's documented or for no reason. She's being documented for no reason, I think is what she's trying to say.
Okay.
Like
I'm sorry, can you 10-9?
St. Augustine is hit or miss, whether or not you hit evil or you hit good.
If someone can start rolling this way, just code 1, just because I'm in the middle of traffic holding everything up. So because of where we're at right now, what I'm just asking is if you and I can just have an adult conversation.
I'm always up for adult conversation.
All right. Do you prefer to walk that way?
I would prefer to have documentation of your copies of record.
Okay.
Of the complaint.
Okay. Well, I've gotten 2 phone calls so far. Okay.
I would love documentation.
Okay, well, I can't provide that to you right now in the middle of the bridge. Okay, I'd be more than happy to get that to you. But what I
Thank you for entertaining me. You're not wrong with that. With that fanny pack across her chest, she do kind of look like a failed Girl Scout leader. Like she's got some artificial Girl Scout cookies. She's bootlegging Girl Scout cookies. She don't got tag-alongs. She got wag-alongs.
Thin mints.
Spin mints.
I'm wondering is for our safety and
I forgot to do the most part. All right, fellas, smash or pass. I assumed the last one was a pass across the board. So
for sure.
enter your votes now. I see red flags all over the place. She seriously thinks she's fixing to talk down a cop. You see that, right? Look at her.
Yeah.
She's absolutely convinced that everyone on earth is wrong but her.
That guy could have been, a bystander. That's true. He could have been one that called.
I bet he is.
for the
Do you think we're unsafe right now on this?
Okay.
Solid
Right here, I've got you're cussing at me.
Am I cussing?
Yes.
How have I cussed at you?
Okay.
When have I cussed at you? Because I feel
you've
like
been using the F word ever since I got here.
Really?
Is there a problem?
Can you play that?
Yes, I can, but not right now.
Because I haven't used that word at all.
Okay, sweetheart.
Oh my lord.
Has she dropped an F-bomb?
I don't know.
I didn't notice it if she
Didn't
did.
she say this fucking bridge or no?
Maybe so. That might be exactly it. But that's not against the law.
But right, exactly. It has nothing to do with anything, her cursing. I mean.
Yeah. Neither here nor there. That's just ancillary to the circumstances. This is fixing to get on this cop's ego. Watch.
You are the problem.
Okay.
Okay. So get back in your pocket.
I'm going to recommend that.
I'm going to recommend
that
you get in your SUV.
I gotta point out that that bottom button is operating at peak tensile strength right now. Like it's doing the job.
So what is she being accused of?
Essentially drunk in public. I think she stepped out into the road and that's what started the whole.
And she has her child with her.
She has a child.
Okay.
So
all right.
Right. Although it hasn't been clarified specifically yet.
Okay.
We'll get to that in a minute.
That is not happening.
1069.
And I will contact my lawyer.
Okay.
Us?
Okay.
I was just about to say, why don't the cop get out of the road? I mean,
Yeah.
She's gonna fight. So
it's not a fight.
Okay.
Girl, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, so here's how she wants to interfere with my.
And we're having an issue not doing this on a bridge. Hold on, this chick is saying that she was interfering with something. Hold on, let's see what she has to say.
Well, I mean, so here's how she wants to interfere with my. Yeah. Okay. Sweetheart. Sweetheart, are you okay? You're not okay.
the child has no shoes.
Okay. Okay.
Documented for court?
Let's see.
That's what we're talking about.
How many of these poles you reckon over here have cameras on them?
Oh, I'm sure all of them.
Or at least every third or fifth one, right? I mean,
Or every, yeah.
we have an unhappy man here. Unhappy man's fixing to change. Wait a second. Are we doing hand signs?
I don't
Look
know.
like gang signs.
Court. Is it documented for court? Because that's what we're talking about.
Yep. Did you see that?
What are we doing?
We're gonna put you in
Damn it.
handcuffs. Just
For what?
I hope I didn't just block somebody. I lost my freaking mouse.
Hey, the cable company, welcome in. So here's my they made a statement about her interfering with traffic or something like that, but they're the only ones who's holding up traffic. Like, what's up with that?
I think they just wanted her to leave the bridge, and she's refused at this point. She sat down where she was at and is like leaned out into traffic at this point. So she is, whether or not she was earlier, she is now impeding traffic, even though they're impeding it more by sitting.
She's not on the other side of the wall. I disagree.
She has one leg over the wall.
Now, but she didn't sit down that way. She did once the cop came around to go put cuffs on her.
we'll get there.
We're detaining you right now. Okay.
Another aspect. Check this out. Home kid over here has not even batted an eye. He knows exactly what's fixing to take place, why, and how it's going to go down. He's not even looking over to find out what's going on because he already knows.
And he has no shoes. What's up with that?
I was hard to keep in shoes.
Nice people's ways. We're going to talk to your little boy, see why he's so upset.
Everybody on this bridge is nice. Embedded them. You sure they're not?
No, you're absolutely right. Maybe they are.
Hey, buddy.
But ever since we've been talking, you've been cussing at me.
No, I have not.
Yes, you have.
Freedom of speech.
Oh, that's not true. There's one of us that's not.
What it were?
I was just saying freedom of speech. She's like, ever since you and I started talking, you're cursing at me. Who cares?
That's
It doesn't
true.
matter.
It shouldn't matter. But, you know, it happens.
Drunk here, and it's me.
I am not drunk.
Okay.
I am buzzed and I am happy and I've been enjoying.
Shut the front door. Why are you talking?
Let's get off the bridge.
Because she has the right to remain silent. She does not have the ability.
Oh my God.
If you, yes,
Play with it right now before we leave.
I'll let him get in front with me.
okay,
Stay
perfect.
down
Thank you.
before we were playing the
Could you step over for me?
Step up. Head step over.
Until you admit that I have not cussed at you once, I'm not doing it.
Please.
That is just the stupid argument she's trying to have.
I'm a nice guy. You don't
Are you?
I'm a nice guy.
Do you understand?
Here, stand her up.
Probably molests people.
Oh my Lord.
Step in.
No, I'm not stepping into the fucking truck for no fucking reason.
Oh no.
That poor kid.
Oh no. Third unit just showed up. You know what happens now, right? Third unit's always the hardest to go. He goes in hardest because he's late. He didn't get there in time to get involved. So he comes flying in on monkey kick or something, right?
I mean, I guess.
No, I'm not. No,
Please.
you have to tell me why I am being arrested.
Get up. Just go.
In Georgia, they can hook your ass up, drag you downtown, throw you in the tank, and wait up to 48 hours before they officially charge you. And you don't
Some
have
places
to have
is
your Miranda
72, right?
Yeah, no, it's longer in some places, but
Yeah.
you don't have to have your rights read to you until you go in either for arraignment or depending upon what kind of charge
I
you're
thought
picking
as
up.
soon as you were arrested, you had to have your rights read to you. I think you're
Not
wrong.
in some states. Not in
I
some
think
states.
you're wrong. I think you're wrong.
It depends on the charges that are being placed and how
I
you
think
were
you're wrong.
arrested. and whatnot.
I totally think you're wrong.
I'm just telling you how I've seen it done. Whether it's right or wrong or not.
Okay, well, I mean, I can accept that answer, but it's still that's not how it's supposed to be.
I'll admit I was pretty fucked up at the time. What do you want?
He lost box for no reason. I'm
Okay, people, listen. If you ever end up in a position talking to a cop and you use the words for no fucking reason,
no, there is no position where you should talk to a cop. Everybody do not talk to cops.
well, once you've reached the point of screaming for no reason, you're well past that conversation on the side of the road. You shut the fuck up, do what the nice officer tells you, because there's no negative. You're already under arrest. Being nice from this point will do nothing but make your stay more comfortable. That's the worst you can hope for.
I agree with that, right? Whether it's legal
Once
or not.
you're hooked up.
Right.
Right. Resisting becomes a charge, and beyond that, just being an ass can make your stay much more less.
Right. I agree. I agree.
I'm sorry, buddy. Hey, she's okay.
I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah, no. What's up, ATL?
ATL, what's up?
Appreciate you coming.
Please, what?
That's what she was saying, I bet.
2999 show one detained. Shouldn't be in back my vehicle. You can clear everyone off the bridge.
Hey, carry it. Hold on 1 second. Oh. Open your front door. Open your front door.
What the fudge nugget? You're muted.
Whole chick stole a phone. What the hell? How?
How did she get up front?
How'd she get out of her cuffs?
I don't think she was completely out. I think she just put them to the front. I think she was still cuffed.
And he sees it. Open the front door. There she goes. Pop right through the little doggy portal. No, she's uncuffed.
Oh yeah,
bro.
she picked up something.
She's free and clear. She's on her way out of this place. She's like, screw that shit. I'm out.
Oh, there are
She
no
doesn't
cuffs.
even have cuffs on. She has completely shut her cuffs somehow.
What? Whoa.
Who is this bitch? Houdini?
Whoa.
Like, what the hell? Did you ever try to get out of one of them things?
No. I mean,
Right?
the only
'Cause
time I've
that's
had
charged.
cuffs on are, I want them on. I mean, I'm just saying.
Tell me more.
I like fuzzy cuffs. God. I mean, right, Leafy? I'm like, oh, you're so fucked. But I'm like, oh my God, she's fucking badass, dude.
This ain't GTA 4, man. Like, we're not just gonna catch a wanted level and escape. That's not
That
how
was
this is gonna play
crazy.
out. It's crazy. There's no
Maybe
benefit.
she keeps a spare key in her pocket. I mean, hey.
She seemed hardcore after that phone. I wonder where that phone was. Was that his phone or her phone? I got so many questions. How'd she get out of the cuffs?
Yeah, that. Yeah, but how did she? Is there an opening from the? I mean, isn't there
Yes.
usually plexiglass?
A lot of
front and the
units,
back?
especially if it's a canine unit, it has a opening for the dog to stick his head through. Why? I don't know. I always thought it was a big flaw, but what's up, Cat Attack? Welcome in. It's spooky season. She's got her spooky avatar on. Spooky.
Mace me now. You're gonna mace the 3 foot girl.
Oh, look at all that money coming out of her
Yeah.
pocket.
At least she's not broke. You reckon she was hooking? That's a lot of 20s.
I don't know.
I don't want to go where my brain just went.
You got her, Zach.
Zach, you got handcuffs?
Now she definitely just can't be on alcohol alone. I mean, there's got to be
she on
a
PCP.
superwoman or something. You know what I mean? Like she did, I don't know, Cocoa Puff something. I mean,
That bitch took her weenies this morning.
That's crazy.
Maybe she's on the trifecta: one bourbon, one shot, and one beer.
That's nuts.
Her legs. Get her hand.
See, here's the thing. Once you pull some shit like this, they're gonna hog tie your asses, put you in the spit hood, and when they get you in there, they're gonna put you in the turtle suit.
Mm-hmm.
And that none of this is conducive to as pleasant a stay as possible. You're not going to enjoy it anyway. Why make it worse?
Mm-hmm.
Grab the shackle. Your shit
Was that the cuffs that was on the back seat? No,
that's the seat.
Where are the cuffs?
I don't see the cuffs.
I wonder if
in
they
the
fell
seat.
off in the front. I don't see them though.
That might be them over there. They were black. You would have liked.
Awakened. Hey, what's up? Don't take my baby from me. Bitch, you should have thought about that before you did what you did.
Amen,
like
sister.
they just had her for public intox or disorderly. You know what I mean? Now
Or
she
negligence, because she did have a child with her and she was public drunk. I don't know how far that goes, whether or not there's a limit or whatever, but
well, she might allegedly be public intoxicated, but still.
okay. Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm not sure exactly where the charges land here, but I guarantee you there's a negligence charge to go along with it.
Well, now you got, I don't know.
Yeah, we got felonies now, bro.
Right.
It's not got me wrapped around her.
Kind of sounds like a 70 corn in here.
Wait. What is her deal?
Yeah, what is all this deal? What is this deal?
We got her secured.
Because
I got her.
I told you the truth.
What's going on?
Because I'm a whistleblower.
Well, she's got battery on Leo. I know that much. And disorderly conduct. She's wrapped her up my leg cap. Get her up.
What wrong one? Where'd it go? It takes 6 of them to hold her down. That counts for. I mean, maybe in like the tall tales segment of the history of America, but 7 in one blow. I bet she did.
Let go of his leg. Let go of his leg.
Tell him to let go of me.
Get off my leg. Right there. Hold on.
I will trade one leg for another.
This bitch tried to put him in the figure 3 leg lock because she couldn't do the figure 4.
Right.
She needs to be hobbled. I will place in that.
I'm now positive that she has peed herself on multiple occasions in his doing this.
Oh, probably.
Can't lift her up one more time.
Oh, baby, you're
Told you they go
Look at
hog
that guy's face. No, stop. Rewind it. Go back. Go back. Right there. Look.
This guy or this guy?
No. The first one you pointed to. Yeah,
Yeah.
the one in front.
The
He's
one that
like,
could eat.
oh my God, I gotta do
chicken
this.
tips.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, she's already peed on him.
That look.
Let's pick her up. Throw her in there.
Yes.
Someone grab the leg.
Are those the broken handcuffs?
Wrapped around her.
I don't know, man.
No, I'm doing it differently. Even if you have to tie it up more.
Hey man, if they let her anymore, we're gonna see a coochie shot. I'm just saying.
You're fixing to catch. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize how close to the front we were going.
Our whole show now.
Yeah, they did it their damn selves. Like, oops. I mean, I watched through it. I was doing some other shit at the time, but you'd figure I'd notice the cock shot, right? This whole crotch shot. I'd fucking.
Izzy, yes. Izzy,
You always
I've
talk
done
man
that
in the boat.
so many times. You're like, where's my cursor?
God damn it. All right. We're getting in the car. God damn it.
Okay. Just in case.
This is just a light oopsie, that's all.
Oh my.
Hey, wait, does this count as BDSM? I mean, you reckon she's going for her fantasy?
Oh no, I don't
You
know.
know, the badge bunny?
They forgot to protect her crotch.
Do whatever I want.
Wait, how'd bitch get her hands loose again? What the fuck?
Nuh-uh. I missed it.
Yeah, no, home bitch, look. Hand, other hand.
Are they not putting it tight enough?
I guess. Like right here, she is handcuffed. Handcuffed. And then bam.
Oh
not handcuffed.
my God.
What the hell? We need training. Better training. I blame bad training.
Wow. And they had her in straps.
Dude. Who is this lady? Is she like with the if she's not with the NSA, we need to hire her immediately.
That's 2 times. Hey, what's up, Sly Shy?
Sly Shy 58. Welcome in. Appreciate you coming, Matthew the King.
That's
Good to see you.
crazy. Maybe she has one of those, thumbs you can dislocate.
No, she has fat wrists and tiny hands, just like Billy the Kid. This chick was built to break off.
White girl ninja skills. Yeah. Right on, Queen Bird. Right on.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no, she's got to be double jointed. I mean, it happened so quick that I can't even tell you what freaking happened.
Crazy.
Force me. Do whatever I
want. Poof.
Oh my Lord.
Like, just poof.
She be fun in bed. Yeah, I bet she would. Hell yeah.
No, she'd be a terrible sub. What are you going to do? She just gets out of everything.
But she can, I think he meant more of, she's bendable, flexible. Can do positions.
Stop it, girl. God. This is not your OnlyFans. Back off. Ladies and gentlemen, you're a big fan slammed by Sasquatch. You go.
Duct tape time.
Duct tape time. Yeah, nah, he's got experience dealing with this type of chick, apparently. I wasn't gonna say it though. Oh my God. What are we doing here?
Handcuff. She slipped out the handcuff.
That's just
Look at how, oh,
God
dude,
damn
she
it.
just, whoa. First of all, look at her. I mean, she's flexible. Can you say, hold her, bend her over like a anyway. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It's so funny. But
What was that?
no, I can't do it again.
Why not? I mean, it's just me and you here. It's not
I
like
know,
there's
but you
20
got me
people
big screen. No, stop. I want to be little.
You want to be little, said every chick ever.
Oh my gosh.
Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like, see, that's the second set of cuffs they put on her, though. Like, the first time she tried to steal the freaking police car and a cell phone, apparently. And the second, maybe she's a magician's assistant,
Houdini.
right? Boudingy.
No, they're not.
Oh, so
From
it was just
past
one hand.
experience- From past experience, I'm going to say you ain't got shit. I give her 2.5 minutes to get out of that shit. Like, apparently she has more experience with cuffs than you do, sir.
Right?
And by the way, that button's working overtime.
Hey, welcome in, Tio.
You know it's all recorded.
That is just crazy nuts. I mean, seriously.
Over there?
It's not true.
And Joker gets the participation trophy of the night, wanting to know what's her
the
safe
safe
word.
Oh.
This is not good. Not good, sir. You know how many charges that woman just got? They're going to have to open a whole folder on her ass.
Let's see it. Bitch, I cannot wait. Right. So, got it?
Oh my gosh, look at how they're strapping her. That's crazy. I've never seen anything like that.
Did they just hit her with the rack?
That guy has the money.
Well, of course he does.
Right. It looks like the money that maybe fell out of her pocket.
Yeah,
and
it
he's-
is
is
$78.
he trying to give it to the cop, and she's saying like no.
I mean, I don't know if I'd want to talk to some random dude right now either. I just got done with a fist fight with Wonder Woman's daughter. Like,
I mean, let me just say that pass, I think, became a smash.
well, I mean, you got to give her an E for effort, bro. Like, that's commitment, and to be committed. Like, oh Lord. And the thing, all she was doing was day drinking out on the beach with her kid.
Yes,
don't
I
know,
mean,
man.
this is all we're all laughing right now, but this poor child, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that poor kid.
It's I don't know, man. Like, when the kid grows up a little bit and they're talking about his mom getting arrested at school, and he's gonna be like, yeah, she stripped 2 sets of cuffs and 5 cops, almost stole the cop car. What'd your mom do?
Allegedly alcohol tapatios, but I mean, she's looking like
She's
Hulk.
already wet. She looked like she had wet herself when they showed up.
No, I didn't think she did until after she
I'm not
tried to
going to go
escape.
back and focus on exactly. No, we're just going to move along, sir. Oh, but the whole reason I paused it is they hit her ass with the rat. They got a strap at one end closed in the door over there, and a strap over here closed in the door. They got her ass in the rack, son. Was she 5'2"? That's Tahoe 7'3" wide. They got her stretched out. Her back gonna be feeling right in the morning, son. You see how they had her balled up back there? Look like a balled up piece of paper. One of them little origami chicks.
Thank you. Can I?
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I kind of hope she was under the influence of pain pills after that ass whooping
I
she
mean,
just
she's gonna need them.
she's going to need something, right?
I mean,
Oh,
they
man.
had her folded like a
This
flat
guy.
cake.
There's this guy. Look at this guy. He's being so helpful. This is the Darren, folks. He probably called the cops on her. That's why he was waiting
Maybe.
around to pick up the money.
What I find fun, or not funny, it's just he tries to hand the female cop the money, and she holds up her hand like she don't want to take it. But then the guy came by and went to
Just
grab it.
snatched
He's
the
like, "I'll
cash,
take
right?
that
He's
money."
like, I'll take some money. I like money. I love money.
Right.
Right.
Can you call back in or meet me down there or I use one of the odds so we can get your information? Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, obviously he goes.
Yeah, we're good.
God, you
She did it again.
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 What the hell just happened? What the fuck?
Again.
God,
Look
at her.
She's
Got
slipping her wrist out. Yep.
She's popping her
Boom.
thumb loose and slipping it right off. She knows exactly what she's doing. Oh, wow. -3 for piss pants, but +9 for aura. No, dude. They didn't break. They didn't break. She slipped them. Look, she's pushing this hand out right now. It happens real quick. There it went.
Yep. Yep.
She straight up just scraped them off her hands.
Mm-hmm.
They obviously didn't put her in the same kind of cuffs they put me in.
She can't do nothing with the legs because they're strapped to the outside of the car.
Are you not entertained? 3 times so far. Good God. I don't know. What do you do
So
with
is
this
it
shit?
3 strikes you're out? What you think? They're not using. They're not using her safe word.
Yeah, clearly. But apparently she's got it handled. She's just going to get loose like the Terminator
She
and
don't
kill
need
them
a
all.
safe word. She can
she just
take it
leaves.
however they're gonna get it.
Well, that's how she's going to take it, whether she likes it or not, quite frankly.
Oh. Zip ties next. I mean, what else do you have? Look at that
I
face.
suddenly believe in demons.
Yes, look at that face. The devil.
That is the demon alcohol coming out as violence.
Wow.
And pee.
It's crazy.
Yes, that's what the demon rum does.
Acting up. Stop. Stop acting up.
Oh, did we just get a booby shot there?
Not a full one. I checked for nips. I didn't check for clam slams because I didn't think that was.
Oh, look, he's got it in choco now.
Well, that's a chin. That's one thing. Right there, you take your middle finger and put it behind the ear, and you grab the mandible, right?
Uh-huh.
And that jaw is that you are going to go anywhere that jawbone goes. I promise you.
Holy water.
Stop. Stop. Let go.
What would Jesus do? Kick her in the head twice?
I mean, she's not stopping. Holy crap.
Bro. Oh my God.
I'm telling you, it's something other than alcohol. Like, for real. It's got to be.
Yes, so. I mean, she looked pretty drunk when they showed up.
I didn't think so.
I didn't expect her to go 4 rounds with the freaking cop, man.
I didn't think that she looked that intoxicated. What gave it off was her mouth. You know what I mean? Because drunk people think they know everything.
Sure. But she had a kid with her and was causing problems.
And I
on
get
the
that.
road,
I get
so,
that. I get that.
like, it just escalated so far. She shook that cuff on the first time. She was almost gone in another scene.
Angel
before they
dust?
noticed.
I don't know. What the hell's that?
Wow. Oh no, man. Yeah, it's PCP. Y'all are saying the same thing.
Oh.
A whole gallon of PCP? Really? Oh, really?
That arm. Yeah.
Oh, you're so strong.
How she
Sliding out of these things.
Oh, you're so strong.
Tight as you can. We'll double.
Oh, you're so strong. Why am I being arrested again?
She is fucked up, man.
Because you have kicked the shit out of half the police force. That is why you are being arrested, ma'am. It no longer has anything to do with what was happening on that bridge today. None of these guys care anymore. It is now because you've managed to take out half the police force and escape
Oh
your
my
bonds
god,
twice.
that's crazy nuts.
No, don't handcuff her. No, because she knows her.
Don't let go of that bitch. What the fuck's wrong with you, dude? Don't let go of her. She's liable to vanish.
I mean,
you keep your hands on that one. Oh my
she's
god.
flirting with the cop.
Showing her chops. I feel like you might be speaking for personal experience.
Know what to do with the unbounded soul.
Poor lady, yes, poor lady. She did it to herself. I mean,
Because she's gonna see the out of us and our families ever.
they're putting two pairs of cuffs on her now.
Karma.
The only thing that's
All
gonna
right.
do is she's gonna take a little more time to get out of
I'll
it.
be honest with you. I was not expecting to have to ask this question, but do we think she's going to escape the cuffs again?
I don't know.
I wouldn't be
I don't know.
surprised. If you could pop them out of one, I see no reason why she couldn't pop them out of two.
Well, by the time she gets out of one, maybe they can get her. I mean, I guess that's what
Did
they're
you see
thinking.
how quick she came out of
No,
that?
I did.
If she'd have kept up, I'd have called her Kato. That was a dated reference. Deadpool? The Green Hornet. I'm Flounder in here. Somebody, Flounder. I'm going to cook fish when I get done.
Feel the shit.
Why? No. I'm sorry. I'd get my ass in the back of that truck with her with a goddamn shock rod and just sit there and be like, sit fucking still. And don't you come out them cuffs again. She is now a national security threat. Like, we couldn't hold her down in Abu Ghraib.
Dude, how the fuck does she keep slipping those handcuffs?
Don't look away from her.
Colin, you going in the house.
Hey, Colin, it was nice to meet you, sir.
Thank you.
Poor kid.
Thank you, Tapa. I appreciate you
so
coming by, brother.
apparently
What's up, Sig? Welcome in, bud.
She just had too much to
You
drink.
too,
Said
Tapatios.
you didn't know
Have a good
about
night.
this, but apparently
357 in the house.
because she
Yes,
wanted
I
to
Yes,
know.
sir.
9 watching. What are you trying to say, homie?
She was on the bridge.
Those are 9 awesome people.
That's just how I flex. I send other people to yo chat just to fuck.
So is this the mom? Apparently, maybe grandparents.
Grandmom, yeah. Something like husband's second wife. What you reckon?
No, it looks like grandma.
I guess he said that she was giving people the finger and cussing at people and screaming. And then our officer got out with her, was trying to get her to move along, and she just wasn't having it.
Did they take her to the hospital?
She's going to jail. Well, today she's going to jail,
Okay.
unfortunately. It was just way too much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, when you stand pigeon-toed and fist fight 5 sheriffs on the bridge, you're probably going to jail.
Straight to jail. Don't go past go. Don't collect $200.
And you know every judge that sees that bit of video is going to count her a flight risk from hell, bro.
Oh, yes.
Like,
Yes.
there'll never be a bond for her. Maybe bondage.
Couldn't get her to get off the bridge. We had to put her in handcuffs. We went to put her in the back of the car. She when we put her, I had to pick up her feet and set her in there. But then when I was trying to get him, she managed to crawl through a tiny little area. And I don't know if she was trying to drive off in the car or not, but she got into the front, and then she really started resisting. I guess she got the cuffs in front of her and was. And I'm sure the alcohol doesn't help.
No, you're not supposed to. No drugs, no drinking. Where was he?
With her.
Oh yeah, no, Matthew, I kind of get it. If you manage to escape from 2 sets of head 3 times, maybe we should just let her go.
Right.
You know, take the kid to someone responsible and let the gods handle that one.
Sitting there crying on the bridge. It was
The
not.
312 bridge?
No, ma'am. Bridge Alliance.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My name's Brandon. And
Lori, I'm Grandma.
Nice to meet you.
Actually, I just talked to an officer this morning because I was Officer Whitehead with the sheriff's
Sheriff's
department.
office, yeah.
Because I was concerned.
His dad used to work with us.
I haven't heard from her.
Yeah.
And I was concerned for his safety, and I didn't know where she was
He was
living.
crying. He said, I'm tired of living with my mom. I don't want to live with her anymore. And, you know, he was the level-headed one at first, trying to get her to calm down and everything, but he was just, he's calmed down a lot. I mean, they were having to, you know, try to get her under control, and I just put him in the car and backed off the bridge and headed over here. But
okay.
Show me the money. It's crazy.
she's okay. She's not hurt. I mean, they finally got her back secured in the car, and they're headed to the jail with her. Sorry, I don't come with good news.
Oh, anytime. Can I get the dog? I mean, is there?
Yeah. So she's probably got the key, but what you'll have to do is just go over there and let them know that.
I don't even know where she had left.
It's the hotel. Now, this is what I'm getting from him only. It's the hotel next to the British pub with the circle windows and the lifted up pool just before the Bridge Alliance.
Is on the left or right?
It's on the left. So if you're headed towards town,
okay.
On the left-hand side, there's a hotel, and it's got a pool that's lifted up.
Okay,
It's got the port windows.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where he said they're staying. So, and he seems like he's got a pretty good handle on his way around. He got me over here. So I think he'll be able to point that out. And if you just let the management know that there's a dog in the room, I mean, they may not let you take much of anything else, but you could always call and ask for us to do a standby when you get over there.
Okay.
That way, because he's probably going to need some clothes and shoes and things like that.
Yes.
So
he has no shoes.
If they give you any issues, you can always just.
Well, he's going to need some clothes and shoes and stuff like that from the hotel room that
right.
reportedly she was staying in.
Mm-hmm.
So they weren't terribly far from the hotel. They were like halfway across the bridge.
Right.
So I don't know.
It's crazy.
Have us come over there and stand by and say, hey, look, they need to get it. They're going to let you take the dog. They're not going to want the dog in there.
Right.
So, but there's.
Well, how about that? That was exciting.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't see that little girl putting up that much of a fight. I'd sign her personally. I mean, we give her a set of cuffs, we get some crime solved around here.
Right. That was a good one.
Right. I didn't see that coming at all. Can you imagine the beat down they gave her once they got her to the jail?
I mean, yeah, especially if she didn't stop.
She's getting the full turtle suit treatment.
Yeah.
She's going to get her own lonely little room to sit in there and spit and cuss and raise hell. Maybe a jacket that lets her love herself.
Mm-hmm.
You got anything coming up?
Nope.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Sorry, I missed Toad's birthday. Was that his birthday?
It's
Whose
okay.
birthday?
Yeah, that was his birthday. Mm-hmm.
I ended up
5-0, man.
I'm sorry. I know I was absentee. I was in chat, but I knew if I chatted that it would immediately cause some kind of ruckus.
You're good.
But I was scheduled to do a Juicy J's Hot Topics that night and I think Samuel the Infamous stream. I was double booked already.
You're good. I'm sure he won't show up to yours. So,
well, I mean, I'll just talk shit until he leaves. You know how I do. On my birthday, I'm a vicious bastard.
Yeah.
You know what time it is, right?
It's that time. So it's that time. I just want to say thank you, everybody who came in, who talked, who stopped by, who's going to see this. Much love to you all. And we'll see you next Tuesday on the Naughty Corner.
Give me the money. Give me the money. Okay?
I gotta bounce. Thanks a lot for proving just how ugly and immature you are. It's been real. And just so you know, I don't really care about your problems.